Yo, what up, YouTube? As I promised, I'm back here with another deck profile. This time it's a deck that I've wanted to build in some form of a card game, like, for a long time. Okay, you guys can see. This is a mono white deck for Miracle Battle. It actually was supposed to be like a budget build deck. But it actually turned out to be a lot better than I thought it was going to be. There are a lot of changes. Well, not really a lot. There are quite a few changes I could make to this, but I don't really feel like dropping any more money on it. So I'll explain that in a channel update I'm going to do this week. I'm going to upload about 5 or 6 videos this week, guys. I will. I promise. I always say that, and then I never do. But there are some major changes I'm going to be making to the channel again, so they might sound hypocritical, but I don't give a shit. So here we go. At the end of the video, I'll explain. Actually, you know what? I'll explain the changes as I go through the deck where I would make them. So first off, we got probably my favorite card in the deck, 2 Kakarot. It's actually called Kakarot, and obviously it's Baby Goku. And I just love this card because of, the artwork and, it's Goku crying as a baby, and it just looks so cool to me. And I love the fact that they named him Kakarot and not Goku. He has the name Goku down here, Son Goku, but his card name up here is Kakarot, which is, that's just awesome to me. And he really fits in with the theme of the deck. So, I got 1 Upa from Dragon Ball. A character like him I don't really like to run, but he's a pretty good one-coster, so I kind of have to. So, like I said, this is coming together from a limited card pool and a budgeted build, so there are some choices where that I make that I'm like, well, I could do better, but I can't. So, 2 Panputo. I believe he was the one that fought with Goten or Trunks in the Junior Division tournament. I'm not sure. He might also be from Dragon Ball. I just don't remember him. I've actually not even seen the whole Dragon Ball series, so I might not know him from that. He's pretty good. He really works against red decks, so as you'll see in a later video of mine, he's the arch rival of one of my decks. So. We got 1 Terry the Wolf from Toriko. He's really good. He looks cool, and his name's Terry, so I kind of threw him in there. I think that's funny. And like I said, it's a budgeted build. 2 Sanji from One Piece. He's a really, really good card, and he's actually, I don't like to use characters outside of Dragon Ball, but there aren't any Dragon Ball turn white costers. 2 costers for white that are better than him, so I just kind of have him in there. Now we're going to go to something really cool. I have 2 Borgos. Oh no, this is Shugesh. I get those 2 confused. This is Shugesh from Bardock's crew. He has good artwork. All these cards have good artwork. He has the Saiyan characteristic, obviously. And then over here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but he has Bardock's Corps. So that theme kind of fits together, and it plays more to a defensive style, because white does. Now, Shugesh, his effect is when one of your Bardock's guys would be destroyed by like a character ability or action card, put it back in play in the tap position instead, which is really good. And we got 2 Vegeta, really good artwork on this one. He's just kind of in there because he's Vegeta, and I kind of actually wanted to use like all of the Saiyans possible in this deck as well, because it's built around Bardock and his crew and stuff. So Saiyans, I wanted to have like as many as possible, but some of them just didn't work out. His effect is when he's destroyed, you can discard a damage, so he's really good. Then we have 2 Borgos. This is Borgos. He's the best of the crew, in my opinion. Besides Bardock himself, because his effect is all of your Bardock's crew, Bardock's Corps members get plus 1,000 battle power for each Bardock's Corps guy you have in play. So if you have 3 in play, each of them get plus 3,000 each, which is really good. So I like him a lot. 2 Fasha, again, Bardock's Corps. She's actually kind of really, in Layton's terms, the best of them. Not my favorite because, like I said, it's a budgeted build. Her effect is all your white characters with sparking get the Bardock's Corps trait. Sparking is a trait that only Miracle Rare characters have. Let's see if I know I have one here. Yes. Super Saiyan Vegito here. He's a Miracle Rare. The top there. You can see right there, there's that like little text under the Miracle Battle box. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you guys can see it, but he has sparking, and it's an effect that is generic to all characters with sparking white. Like there's a different effect for red character sparking, there's a different effect for green, blue, purple, and white, and the effect always relates directly to the theme of the color. Like white plays defensive, so the effect is, I believe, when it's put into play or when it's attacked, you can discard a damage character from your damage area with a cost equal to or less than the character's cost. So it's really good. But I'm like I said, it's a budgeted build, so I actually don't have any white characters with sparking in here, so Fasha's kind of just there for her Bardock's Corps trait. 2 Tora, he's probably my favorite of the Corps besides Bardock, like in character terms. He was really cool. He's pretty good. I think he says when you have him in play and you put a Bardock's Corps character into play, bounce one of your opponent's guys with a cost of 4 or less to their hand. So it's pretty good. Obviously he has Bardock's Corps and all, so. Now we have the big man. Bardock, we have 2. He looks awesome, and he's actually really good. His first effect is when he attacks, I believe it's during your opponent's battle phase, actually, you can put and play a Bardock's Corps character from your hand without paying its cost, but it does not get its come into play ability. His second effect, during your opponent's battle phase, you choose which of their characters attacks first. So he plays the defensive and the offensive. He is really, really good, and he looks awesome, so I'm happy with it. You guys see that? Yeah. Now I have, I actually like this, this is where a couple of the changes come into play. I have Android 14. He is amazing for the card he is. Like, he's really good for a common. His effect is on the block, he gets plus 4,000 battle power, and he's a 4,000 to start, so he's an 8,000 on the block, which some Omega Rares don't even have that. So he's really good. Obviously, he serves no purpose to the whole Bardock's crew thing or anything like that. But he's just in there for, like, a wall. Now, if I was willing to drop the money on it, he would be at least one of the Miracle Rare White Broly that came out in last set. It was Super Saiyan Broly, and he was a 5 cost with Sparking 5. So, you know, you could, when you attack, discard a guy of 5 or less from your damage. And obviously with Fasha, he would have gotten Bardock's crew. But I don't have any, and I really can't spend the money to buy one. I would run 2, actually. So, there was actually another change I forgot. For 4 clusters, I would have 2 of the Miracle Rare Super Saiyan Vegeta. He has Sparking 4, like Broly, you know, attack, discard a guy of 4 or less from your damage. And obviously Fasha would give him the cost, but I can't afford it. So, I just live without. Then we move on to 6 costers. I have 1 Videl. She is awesome. First of all, Videl's cool. One of the few humans in this series that didn't suck, besides Tien and Krillin. Her effect is really, really good. When she's destroyed, you can bounce one of your opponent's characters and discard a damage. So she's actually really good. Now we have 2 of one of my favorite cards of the deck. We have 2 Carddass. The artwork is just awesome on this card, I feel. He looks insane. He looks exactly what he was supposed to look like, I think, an evil... He's what Goku would have been if he was Kakarot, which, he's one of my favorite movie characters. He just looks awesome. He has the effect of, he's destroyed, you discarded damage, but he also has another effect which is really good, and I believe it's when one of your Saiyan characters blocks, ready them, which is really, really good, because if I have like a Saiyan that's a Saiyan or Super Saiyan or something that's bigger than one of their guys, they can't get over that wall. They could, jump into that guy, I'll be like, alright, I'm going to block, sure, then all their other small guys or whatever are going to jump over it. With Carddass, he says, ready them when they block. So, he's really good. And we have one Super Saiyan Vegeta. He's actually, funny thing, he's actually named just Vegeta. He's not even named Super Saiyan Vegeta. He's pretty good. I believe he says when he attacks or blocks, your opponent cannot use any action cards, which is really, really freaking good. Really good card. I'd like to play actually 2 of it, but I only have 1. So now we move on to the big heavy hitters. We have one Super Saiyan Son Goku, and this card just looks awesome, guys. I can't really show the... Oh, yeah, there we go. There's the foil. He looks so insane. He just looks beautiful. The foil, there's like a glossy coat over it. And he's amazing as a card. His effect is he cannot be affected by character effects, which makes him good. But then his other effect is at the end of your turn, ready him. So when you attack in this game, it's like Magic the Gathering. You tap the character. So normally, if you attack, you can't block with that character next turn. Goku, I'm ready. I can block. He's just awesome. He's a really good card. Now we're going to go into 8 costers, the even bigger guys. One Super Saiyan Son Gohan. This is brand new from the new set. Guys, these cards look beautiful. Look at this thing. It looks so sick. The aura on him is actually embossed, so it looks like it's popping out of the card. And he's really good. I can't even remember his effect right now. I think his first one is... I don't even remember, guys. I'm sorry. But he's a really good card. Most of the Omegas in this game are pretty good. So, then we have the big man of the deck that I actually want 1 more of, but I can't afford it. 2 Super Saiyan Bardock. Yep, he exists in the game. Guys, this card just looks absolutely amazing. The foil, everything about it, it looks so awesome. It's so good. He wins the game for you by himself. He's awesome. He can block while tapped, so you can, if he's bigger than your opponent's guys, you can just be like, block, 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 block. He's a wall. He wins the games for you by himself. I'd like a 3rd one, to be honest. Actions, we got 3 rebound from One Piece. This era is Whitebeard. The Whitebeard era, I'm not even going to get into these effects because it's already 12 minutes. So, I thought it was Kill Driver, but it's actually called You Were Uncharacteristically Soft-Hearted. It's really good. It bounces an opponent's guy back to your opponent's hand. Got good artwork. This card is one of my favorite artworks. It's called This Is the End. It's Bardock attacking Frieza. Frieza's all like smiling, so it's pretty good. This is actually my favorite dramatic in the game. Effect and art-wise, it's called 3 Generations of Warriors. The art is just so cool. It's Goku, Gohan, and Bardock, but its effect reaches to Pan, Gohan, Goten, Bardock, and Goku. And its effect is when you put them in, they get 2 cost minus from when they're in your hand, and when you put them in play, they get 2 jump powers. So they're really good. This is Kamehameha versus Kamehameha. The final battle. It's a pretty good card. Got really good artwork. And this is freer than anyone else. I don't really understand the title, but obviously it's Goku hitting Frieza, so Goku was obviously fighting for the universe's freedom at that point. So, alright, YouTube, I'll be back with more videos. I don't know if they'll be up by the end of today. I'm sorry if they're not. I started late, and I got the 1000th episode of Monday Night Raw coming up tonight, so I'm going to be busy with that. So I'm actually going to show you a 5-coster I would have liked to played over Android 14. It's Super Saiyan 2 Gohan kicking in the Cell Juniors, but he only gets 2,000 on the block, while 14 gets 4,000, so I chose the better card over, like, the better artwork. So, alright, YouTube, peace.